Yes,
when
it
you
is.
have joint tenants, it means that the last man standing takes it all.
I need some clarity surrounding joint tenants. If family members have a property and brother, sister, and brother suddenly died, but on the title, brother and sister was joint tenants and brother suddenly died. How, if that property is supposed to be sold, would there be any issue?
No, not
It's
at all.
yes,
When
it
you
is.
have joint tenants, it means that the last man standing takes it all. So you simply notify the National Land Agency by way of an application to note death that the other person has passed, and that will explain why on the transfer you're the only person signing.
Okay, what if the deceased had beneficiary? The joint tenant thing by law is that the last man
Doesn't
standing,
pass through, yes, it doesn't
it
pass through
doesn't go
the
to the benefit.
estate.
Oh,
Yes, that's why you have to
oh,
know the difference. So there's joint tenants, where it's a last man standing takes it all. It's called the right of survivorship. So the survivor takes it all. But then you have
oh,
tenants in common, where immediately the two or more tenants have two separate interests that they can actually leave in a will. So that's why sometimes when people come to a realtor and they show them the title, the realtor really has to know this difference and say, wait, you're not in a position to sell yet, because this is going to be more than an application to note death, which can be done at the time of the transfer. All of those papers can be sent down as at one time to a mortgage company or to the attorney but if it's tenants in common, the other person has to check if the person who died has a will. And if so, the executor needs to get that will admitted to probate and get a grant of administration. And if they didn't leave a will, somebody has to apply to get letters of administration in order to be able to transact on behalf of that estate. So it's a little more complicated. But in the situation that you told me about, if the title is saying joint tenants and one joint tenant has passed, then you do an application to note death, and that can be done at the same time that the property is being sold.